I could redo this whole trip again. I got these clips. I don't know how many minutes each clips will be. Each one of the clips will be. They used to be on 10-minute increments, and that's what I wanted to have it. I tried to find where you can set it. I've seen it where you could set it, and I looked and looked and looked yesterday, and I couldn't find the thing where you could choose how long your clips would be. I looked and looked. I stopped along the road on my way, and I wanted to try to set it at 10-minute clips because, I don't know, a week or two ago I watched some of the videos and they were like they were like 2 minutes or something like that. They were less, and I'd rather have 10 minutes at a time. I don't know if there's a way you can edit this later. Maybe I'll have to do some research and see if you can make it however long you want. Maybe you can make an hour-long show, and I could just save certain areas and put them on maybe I could even make a disc or something. Play them as a DVD. Then maybe you could play them as a DVD on the TV downstairs. Maybe I'd have to have a DVD player though. Otherwise, you know, you got to kind of control it. You got to start it and stop it. Play each one. You can put it on a whole hour thing and just watch it. You could have it running while you do something even. On now. I didn't have them on earlier. They all fit. I'm wearing my emerald, the one from India, the big one. And I'm wearing my big diamond. It's a 2.04 karat diamond. And then I'm wearing my alexandrite. They all fit good. Emerald you wear on a pinky. You always wear that on the pinky. I do. For me, I'm supposed to wear it on my pinky. Different astrological signs or different days based on your horoscope. Probably most people wear them on their pinkies. But there's a ring finger for each stone for a given person. You don't just randomly put them on whatever finger they fit. There's a certain ring for a certain finger. Dover 6, Russellville 15. It's 2:49 and I'm at 8:37 and a half. So when I looked up, when I bought rings, most of the rings were already made, although this diamond and the alexandrite I had made years ago. but most of them are already made, so you got to buy the right size for the right finger. You don't just buy it and put it on whatever finger it fits. You look it up. Can you wear this stone? That's the first question. Can you wear it on any finger? And then you find out which finger you can wear it on. And then you got to take the size of that finger and find out if that ring can be put on that finger. If it can't, you can't buy it. Either that or you're going to have to resize it. I did one ring that I didn't really need. And I guess I liked the stone. It was a blue. Was it a sapphire? It was blue stone though. Oh, it was almost black, but it had a blue sparkle to it. It's a nice stone. It was on a real nice heavy setting, and I bought it. And it really wasn't the right ring. It was one ring that I maybe really shouldn't buy astrologically. And when I got it, this is how God takes care of you. It didn't have a hole for the stone. In other words, when you put it on, the stone wasn't near your finger at all. It was up, and there was metal between the bottom of the stone and your fingers. So it was, which is not the way you should normally wear a ring or a stone. But that one God gave me because he knew that I didn't need that stone, but he blocked it with the metal, which is gold. So it's probably, the force of it's probably blocked somewhat by the gold, because usually there's a hole where the stone kind of slips into, and then that directs the energy, I guess, or something. But that's the only ring that I got like that, and it's the only one that I really maybe shouldn't have. But I look things up. You know, I don't just, a lot of people might have a ring on every finger, but they don't really, they don't look up to see, is that appropriate for what you need? You know, it's a spiritual thing. My mercury stone is emerald, which emeralds are expensive. And they're hard to get decent ones. You shouldn't get just a junky one. You should try to get one that's got some clarity. And I didn't know it at the time, but you can also get, according to Amma, you don't have to get a natural one. You can get a created emerald, but it's got to be emerald. It can't just be a green stone. But the created ones are emerald. If it says created emerald, it's an emerald. And they're usually flawless when they're created, I would think. And those fulfill the astrological need or whatever, desire. I didn't know that. You probably can get a manufactured emerald quite a bit cheaper than a natural one. I just didn't know it. Just about everything can be made now. Grown or whatever. So, you probably can get a created one for a fraction of the price. You still want to get it in gold. But you don't really have to pay the big money for an emerald, and a lot of people need emerald, but it's expensive. You can get a cheap one, but it's not even worth wearing. A cheap one, you know, sterling or whatever, you get a cheap stone that's green, but it's not transparent or anything like that. You want to get as few flaws as you can in your stone, and they need to be around 2 carats. If you know, the bigger the better, generally speaking, but clarity is important, and so is size.